There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true. We'll make a brighter day. Just you and me. We are the world. USA for Africa. Great documentary out on that right now. What's the name of that documentary on We Are the World? The Greatest Night in Music? I think it's The Greatest Night in Music. I'll tell you. Just fantastic footage of all these great stars who did that. I mean, that's wonderful in itself, but just the whole vibe of it and what it set off in the future. And boy, it just makes you, that one line, which was it? There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's so true. When we do good and love, it just helps everybody, helps us. Anyways, The Greatest Night in Pop. Watch it. It's great. It's just great. All right, it's Laura T at Dream Deals 123. I sell on eBay. I'm the Silver Owl Thrifter on YouTube. I made $103 overnight. Let's break it. Well, a couple of days actually. A couple of days of sales. Let's break it down, see how much was profit, what I sold, some keywords, and I'll talk about stuff. And I made a mistake on some advice the other day that I gave on Social Security and Medicare benefits. And I should always say, I am not an expert on any kind of like advice that I give. These are just things that happen to me and I'm learning. So basically what I said was, I was talking about how your Medicare Part B benefit gets charged a premium like stipend if you make over if your income is over a certain threshold. And the income they look at, I said it was 2 years before you retire. It's 2 years before you take your Social Security. So you can retire and not take Social Security. I just, in my mind, it's like kind of that's what everybody does, but I know a lot of people don't do that. So, and if you don't need Medicare Part B, it doesn't make any difference, but just make sure you tell Social Security no fewer than 2 months before you're going to take Social Security that you don't want to. You want to opt out of Medicare Part B. So they won't charge at all. If you're getting good insurance, say through an employer health plan that goes until, you know, that's part of your retirement benefits, that you get health care until you pass away, and your spouse too. So you may not need Medicare Part B. Like, we don't need it. And I got charged for it, and now I have to write in, and we got a big stipend put on because we had taken money out of our TSP 2 years ago, and it bumped our income way, way up, because money out of your TSP or your 401k counts as income. Okay, just gonna go over that again. So sorry about the misinformation that I gave on that. And this also, just check with your tax people or your, or, you know, just do your own research. I'm not saying you have to go hire somebody to figure this out, but sometimes I wonder if we should, you know. I feel like we're kind of, but I don't know, I think I do pretty good. And we went to a tax guy one time, like a free tax thing, and he gave pretty good advice, but it was a little too conservative to me, and I don't like to, I mean, we have a really good thing going on with what we got with the government. They don't charge a lot of fees and stuff in the TSP. So anyways, good. Stock market's going to go on very good. And Bitcoin, I think I mean, things are, the economy is doing pretty good, I think. You wouldn't know it on eBay sales, but maybe it'll start coming in. I mean, I had a few dry days and then got some sales. So anyways, let's talk about what sold. This I think I just sold this. I just listed it. It's a new with tags, swimsuits for all, swim dress. Blue, turquoise, pink, tropical floral. I paid $3. They paid $27, so I made $16, and I think it sold in pretty much a couple of days. This has been there for a while. It's Anthropology Madewell. I always get Madewell and Maeve mixed up. Do you? I was looking for this, and I thought I was looking for a Maeve. Anyways, Madewell. Nice and boxy. This is cute. Madewell medium peach orange tunic dress, short sleeve, pocket login look. This sold for $41. I paid $3. I made $26 on that. Had that for about a month. I think I listed that in February, so that's not bad. This is the time for these nice little summer dresses to sell. Got weddings, we got spring and summer coming. Here's something I gave away on an offer because I've had it for since last year, I believe. 11's is Anthropology women's linen blend. I love this color. It's a very fun color. Linen blend pants, orange, size 12. I paid $4, and I took an offer, so they were all in for not much. Where's the 11s? Where's the 11s? 19, and I paid $4, and I made $6 on this, so I didn't make much on this. And one more. These also, I think I sold on an offer. They're Life is Good pajama pants. I already printed this out, so I don't have all the info. It's just your basic Life is Good. Just a single pair of pants, and they paid $16 all in. I paid $2, so I made $7 on that. So not too bad. So I made $103 gross, but after all the fees and the shipping and everything, I made $55. So for the year so far, I've made $1,766 gross, $806 net, approximately. I'm just kind of giving you an idea of how much. My net is usually about 50% of my gross. So, all right, I'd like to mention Big Yumbo. If you don't watch him, you should. He's very good. You know how you know these YouTubers are good? Go look at their store. Check their personal sell-through rate. If they have a good sell-through rate, they must know what they're doing, right? There's a lot of people who give a lot of advice out there, and I will check their sell-through rate, and they don't have that great of a sell-through rate. Sometimes it's not because they don't have good items. They might be priced wrong. Usually everything else is good. Some of the old-timers who have been doing it for a long time maybe haven't gone in and changed their prices in the last 5 years, and things have just changed dramatically. So go and look at that. Another good way to find what to sell. Yes, listen to the people who are actually making the sales. And Big Yumbo said he would mention me if I mentioned him. I'm mentioning you now, Big Yumbo. Now you have to mention me. I hope he does. Gosh, he's got such a good following. Now he's great. Very dry and funny, but great information. And another good thing to do is go and make the default search like 50-mile radius of where you live, your zip code, and then go put in like women's clothing or men's clothing and see what is selling in your zip code. Now go and see, when you're looking at what is selling, go and see who is selling that. And sometimes there'll be 1 or 2 big sellers in your area who seem to be doing all the sales. And if it's clothing and something you're following, then you can do it with clothing or electronics or anything. But I do clothing. I'm trying to just do clothing. But I don't know. It's hard. I picked up boots and stuff. I'm just not going to do boots. I picked up some boots and shoes because this new Goodwill had some fairly decent prices on boots and shoes. But anyways, they just take, like I have 4 boots and shoes there. They take up practically the whole shelf. I got to rearrange things. But, okay, so yeah, look and see what is that person is selling. Like, around here I did it, and looked like there was one main seller, so who's making all the sales for clothing. So I didn't study it very hard, but that might be a tip. Another good person is Thrifter Life, and if you sell menswear, he has a menswear manifesto, and it's free, but you can give a donation if you want it, like $10 or $15 or $20. It's well worth it just to get that and thumb through that about what sales are. You can kind of get a general idea. Like for me, I thumbed through it, and kind of the general consensus with men's stuff is hoodies sell well, and polos and button downs not so well. That's kind of what I got. Again, check. And that's, of course, there's some polos and button downs that do real well, but I always had that experience. I got rid of a lot of my men's button downs when I did a big kind of like redo of my whole inventory when we moved. And I went from 2,200 to about 10% of that. I got about 240 now. So, and one of the things that I had so many of that never sold were the polos, the men's shirts, but a lot of them I had bought when I didn't know what I was doing too. So I think now you can make some money on it. And Big Yumbo does make sales on that, but he's very, very particular. I try to ask myself, what would Big Yumbo do? Would Big Yumbo be proud of me if I bought this? Would he say, what would Thrift of Life say? I mean, these are the guys that know. And then there's people you watch just because they're entertaining or you relate to them or something like that. And they do good sales. You don't have to watch people who have off the chart sales to learn stuff and to get a great experience with an eBay YouTuber. I don't know, I look at my sell-through rate and it looks like it's pretty good, but it doesn't feel great. I think it's just because I have a smaller inventory. I am making a more percentage of sales with the smaller inventory because I'm trying to be more selective on what I'm buying, and I'm giving really good prices. Okay, what else to buy? Have you heard of the new show on Apple TV called Palm Royale? Kristen Wiig is in it. Carol Burnett is in it. Allison Janney, some really, really great, strong female actors, and it's really good. But the reason we're talking about it on eBay is because of the I get the Anthropology newsletter, and they just have a whole line now based on the Palm Royale style. So this is Palm Royale core now that we're gonna have to we want to look at for the styles. And as soon as I saw Palm Royale, it's 1969 at the Palm Beach. It's about a Palm Beach resort. I thought, Lily Pulitzer. What is Kristen Wiig wearing? Anyways, okay, just so watch that, and it's a fun show too. It's a very fun show, and you can, you know what, you can download the or subscribe to the Apple II TV to get this, and that can be a tax write-off, I think, because you're learning, right? That's just my thinking. Yeah, I think, again, not an expert, and it all depends on like what you do with your taxes. Okay, so Palm Royale, Anthropology is putting a line out. Hey, they spend millions and millions of dollars on research to what people want. Let's look at these people and what are they doing? They must know what they're doing, right? They're Anthropology. Okay, so how long have we been going? I want to try to go a little bit longer. Yeah, so Palm Royale's core, and starting to plan our trip to Canada. I'm going to go and see my sisters and I'm meeting my sister, her son, and his wife, and my sister's husband, and then my husband will come. So there will be 6 of us traveling up there, and then I have 2 sisters up there. We're going to maybe go to Radium Hot Springs, which is a place where you can soak your body and get all the minerals and feel very good. It's right in the mountains. It's very beautiful. So excited about that. And just visiting. If you've never been up to Banff, British Columbia, there's places up there. They're absolutely beautiful. And not super crowded now. That was years ago. I think people now know more about it. But beautiful, beautiful places. Very nice people. Looking forward to that. Okay, well, I think that is about it. Today we're going to go over to my daughter's and we're going to cook them dinner, and we're just kind of puttering around here. I keep kind of just buying stuff for the house. I do plan to do a house video. You got to be patient with me. I want it to look really cute, and I'm just not there yet. It's really just need to tidy it up, but I want to also do it on a really nice day, and the weather's just been a little chilly. So I will do it. It might not be for a while. guys. Share this video if you think somebody will like it. Like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.